Tai Chi. Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist, turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. Keep those hands and arms closer to your ear. Do not use it for leverage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight. Be careful. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift weight, kick butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman. Opening up your span, parallel feet, choose one side and Cross and sit on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Head straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good Tai Chi posture, good golden cockerel. All right, good Tai Chi posture. Opening up our span. Shift weight, good golden cockerel on its left. Last set. Kick out, gather energy, center, and out. Last one. Holding our ball in a T stance, root down. Show me that you have energy. Out on an L, part the wild horse's mane. As you're doing this, focus on your dantian, focus on your core. What's your core doing? Is it getting your good stretch? Is it powering your movements? Lower, root down. Are you moving that energy? Are you getting a good stretch so that you can feel your core stable and stretching out? Parallel higher. Are your hands going for the ride by using your hips and waist? Lower. All together. Get a good stretch. Lower. Where are your spirals? Part the wild horse's mane. Cloud hands in the 24. First rotation. Hands go for the ride. Use your hips and waist. Last rotation. T hook, across, out, push out. Half step. Sit back. High pad on the horse. Cross, step out to the left. Gather energy, right hand, right foot. Out. In. Down on the heel gently. Look through your double punch. Sit back, lower, pivot all the way around. Left hand on the outside, left foot coming up. And out. In, hook, toe in line with the heel. Drop down on the right, halfway. Veer to the left, suspend, up, golden cockerel. Toe, spin, hook, split, down, veer to the right, set, up, golden cockerel. Extend the knee on the nail stance, down with your ball, out with your heel. Spin the ball to the left, go slowly, right hand on the top, then turn your hips and waist, maiden on her right. Sit back, lower, slowly pivot out, hold your ball, out on an L, spin the ball to the right, left hand goes above the head, turn the hips and waist, maiden on her left. Half step to the back, set up the right hand, stretch out the knee of the left foot as you go down to the bottom of the C. One hand comes up, join it by the next by touching, lift up the front foot, stretch out that knee, flash arms like a fan, like a rubber band. Sit back, lower, pivot, up and down on your toe, spin out with your heel to deflect, bring that shoulder in as you parry, then punch. Touch, open the fingers, shoulder width away, then sit down to the hips, up and stretch out. Sit back, lower, pivot, open pivot, in pivot. Right here now, turn your palms, then come up. As you embrace the tiger, bring it in, push out. Okay, that embracing of the tiger, I know you know that we modified it, but I don't always see it. Shift weight, close your form. So when we come here, embrace the tiger, we're already here. So I would say when you contact, make this occur, then you just bring him up this way. Bring it in slightly, push it out. Separate. Don't rush now. You want to separate to shoulder width away, then drop. You don't want to separate and then drop this way. You want to come out. Remember, we're spiraling down like this, okay? Make it more beautiful. Make it more refined, okay? Pay attention to everything. Okay, so we said that we were going to see the crossover from the 24 to apply it to the 16. And last week we worked on not only brush knee, we worked on turn, deflect, and parry and punch. But let's just go through the 16 rendition and then pay attention to what I'm focusing on for almost all the movements, and then we'll dig down deeper, okay? All right. Good Tai Chi posture. Commencing form, shift weight, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 off the ground, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, rotate. Deep breath in, elevate. Drop shoulders, make yourself small, flex your knees. Hold your ball, shift weight to the right on T-step. Out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Get a good stretch. No rushing. Sit back, lower. Pivot out. Hold your ball. Out with your heel, move the ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Half step forward, hold your ball. Spin the ball to your right. Lift up your left hand, lift up your right foot, set it on its toes. White crane spreads its wings. Weight on the back. Drop your front foot as you bisect your body. Swirl back to the left hand that's higher. Lift up the front foot, multitask. Hands go for the ride. Get a good stretch. Sit back, lower. Pivot out, parallel higher. Ear, heel, hand. Turn the hips and waist will allow you to brush your knee. Sit back. Pivot out. As if you're doing another brush knee. Hand down, hand, fist up. Pivot out to deflect. Bring in that shoulder as you now parry and punch. Touch, open your fingers, shoulder width away, then roll back and sit down. Then lift up, power forward. Pivot the back foot, pivot the front foot, hook, T stance, out and to the side on an L, single whip. Half step forward, swirl the backhand, rock the front foot as you play your lute on your heel. Center the front hand, glance at the backhand that's higher, lift up, ear, toe, heel, repulse of the monkey, 1. Center, glance, lift up, toe, heel, pivot on the ball of your foot as you meet, slide forward, slide back. Pivot the front foot, pirouette the back foot, make sure your hands are upside down, kick out with your heel, correct the ball, out with your heel on an L, left hand above your head, and then turn at your hips, maiden on her left. Sit back, lower, pivot in, right hand on the bottom, right foot on an L, turn, rotate, right hand on the top, then turn your hips and waist, maiden on her right. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist, set up the left hand, point out the right foot, go down to the bottom of the C. One hand, join it by the second, then your foot, start in the middle, stretch out, equidistance. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, lower, pivot, 12 o'clock. 9 o'clock, use your hips and waist, flip the hands. 12 o'clock, stem cuff. 3 o'clock, flip the hands, close feet. Middle. 9 o'clock, flip the hands, 2 things happen. Middle. 3 o'clock, 2 things happen on a T stance. Out and to the side, push your opponent away. Turn your hips and waist to give you the chance to grasp. As you sit down, sit back, look back, contact only pushing the center of your body. Separate first, shoulder width, then sit down, lower, then heighten and out. Sit back, lower, pivot, hold your ball, out on an L, push your opponent away. Turn hips and waist, grasp the bird's tail as you look back. Turn, contact, push, separate, roll back, sit down, heighten up, power forward. Sit down, lower, pivot, open pivot, in pivot. Remember the modification, palms are up as you embrace the tiger, push them in, push it out, separate shoulder width first, then make yourself small. Hands go for the ride as you now close your form. Okay, let's look at maiden works her shuttle. When maiden works her shuttle, she does it on both sides. When you step out, it's an L stance. Before you move your hips and waist to shuttle, this hand goes up and then you turn to shuttle this way. So in the 24 form, I think we're like this. We're at a golden cockerel. Extend the knee, L stance, hold your ball. L stance, turn the ball, rotate the ball, hand above the head, turn the hips and waist, shuttles on her right. Sit back, out step, hold your ball. Out step on a L stance, turn or rotate, hand goes above the head, then turn the hips and waist, shuttles on her left. Watch a little bit more. Half step to the back, across the hips and waist, set up the right hand, point out that, extend the knee as you go down to the bottom of the C. One hand comes up, Two hands come up, then your foot, stretch out the knee. This helps me with my balance by touching, come out, equidistance. Sit back, lower, pivot, hand comes up, fist comes up, hand comes down. Deflect, bring it in as you parry, and then punch. Touch. What I try to say is shoulder width, then roll back, sit down, heighten, and out. Close, watch again, here, up, and actually contact those wrists, because otherwise you're not going to get good balance. Okay, shoulder width again, then drop, then goes. Okay. So golden cockle in the 24, veering to your left. Okay. So right foot up, holding you down, left foot up, right? Extend the knee, heel down, hold your ball. Rotate your ball, right hand comes above as you step out and settles to the right. Sit back, lower, pivot out, hold your ball, rotate your ball on a L stance, hand comes above, then turn the hips and waist, shuttles on her left. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist, weight on the back, down to the bottom of the C. One hand comes up, join it by the second, touching up with your foot, extend the knee, stretch out as you take your bow stance. Sit back, lower, pivot, fist comes up, hand comes down on your toe, kick out, spin to the right as you deflect, and then parry and punch. Yeah? So the main thrust now is how does maiden work her shuttle? Maiden works her shuttle by spinning or rotating her ball, hand above the head, and then out. So when maiden works her shuttle, she's first on her left, right? Extend the knee, hold your ball. We can put a tap to our right. Spin the ball above the head, push out. Sit back, out, hold your ball, spin the ball, up on your left, push out, right, left, half step. Cross the hips and waist, weight on the back, extend the knee, down to the bottom of the C. One hand, two hands, then your foot, start in the middle, extend the knee, touch, flash arms like a fan. Okay, sit back, lower, pivot, fist. Okay, one more time on that maiden works her shuttle, and then I kind of want to watch. Okay, so veering towards the left, golden cockerel. Extend the knee, hold your ball, rotate, then push out. Sit back, out, hold ball, L stance, rotate, up, half step, okay? All the way through that way, I want to see you, okay? So starting with veering to the left, golden cockerel, okay? I'll get you started. Golden cockerel stands on its right. Extend the knee, hold your ball, rotate your ball, step out, sit back, pivot out, hold your ball, Half step to the back. And then you can stop right there, okay? Good. Not, you know that something needs to be changed, but I'm not sure if you really know what needs to be changed. And it's harder to undo something that's been a long time routine. So all we're asking you is to say that when you hold your ball to shuttle, don't be too fast to push out or shuttle to make that shuttle happen before this hand comes up, then go out, okay? So the only way you can shuttle this way is by using your hips and waist. Can you show me what I mean? Can you just stand there and use your hips and waist? That's the stuff that's gonna drive your movement. So if you say then that we're here, and we come out here, do it with me. You're holding your ball, right hand on the bottom, right hand ready to go, right foot ready to go. You're gonna spin the ball, higher hand on the right, out, and then spin turn your hips and waist, shuttles on her right. Sit back, pivot out, hold your ball, spin the ball, up above, then turn the hips and waist, shuttle left. Half step to the back, across your hips and waist, set up the top hand, bend. One hand, two hand, join it by the next touch with your foot, extend the knee, push out, bring back. Sit back, lower, pivot, fist up, hand down. Yeah, fist up, hand down. You know what that means, yeah? Fist up, hand down. Okay, so we're in this flash arms. Sit back, lower, pivot, fist up, hand down, kick out, deflect, bring it in, parry, to punch, then touch. Okay? Yeah, Ken's going to talk and explain a little bit more, but I think we can all improve on the maiden. But the maiden, I think, just tell yourself, take your time, spin the ball, get this guy up, then turn the hips and waist. Do not get complicated and do it together. Okay, so we know that in Tai Chi, we just take things slower and slower and break it down. Make sure everything is in place. Don't just mush it all together and then do that. That's the bigger picture, and then we can figure out how to do the details on it.
Again, a slightly different presentation, but trying to get to the same thing. The maiden has different components that I want you to pay attention to. You're in your ball, turn, and if you just were going to do just this, that's one component, versus you say, I want to come. That's another component, but two birds in one stone. Practice up, forward block. While you're doing the forward block, you're rolling the ball in a vertical manner. You're going in this direction, so you're rotating in this direction. And at the time you're rotating it, what happens? You drop your shoulder, you drop your elbow. Yeah, that's one of the essentials of Tai Chi. Yeah, drop, and then as you go forward, drop, turn. This is when the rotational part of your orientation or maintaining balance, but also using your body, you're transferring the energy from here up to here and using your core. Turn and finish. you're turning on one hand because you just want to do this. That's all you want to do. But if you wanted to do this, then you've cocked here, and then this comes into play. Okay? Needle to the bottom of the sea. And what do you do with this hand? Everybody's here. Okay? But if you put it to practical use, what you're trying to do is you bring this hand up almost like you're going to do a brush knee. In fact, it's a sort of a brush knee. You come here, and the purpose of this hand is to clear the way in terms of you can sweep the person away, whether it's upper part of the body or whether the leg, to open up the leg. You come here, you hit the top of his knee, and you got him wide open because he will be like this, and all of a sudden he's like this. Okay, so clear him away, and you can strike any place along here. That's the intent. So this hand has something to do with you come in concert. Otherwise, it's sort of a lazy hand. You say, oh, this is the action. Yes, this is the action, but you clear the way. Or another way is they have, I think, this grasping techniques, where here, you come up here, you grab the person's, hopefully you grab his wrist, and then you come down with this hand and you grab with both. See, here, catch. And you got him, you're either going to pull him down or you're going to push him down or pull him this way, whichever way you're going to go. But, so again, it's the use of the two hands when you do something, okay? Embracing the tiger. Here, coming down, coming here, and you quickly are coming this way, and then you're going back out. And just picture what is happening. You are coming from this position, spiral. You're coming from here, single spiral, coming up here, spiral back out. Okay? Together. Spiral, and the function of this spiral is you bring your energy inward as you embrace the tiger. What you're doing is grabbing your opponent. If you're not going to push him away, you grab the opponent someplace around here and you shift him somehow, get him out of balance. And he's probably up like this if you've got him by the waist, and if you're really nimble and flexible, maybe you get him down near the knees and you can upend him. Okay, so. But to help your spiral, you get here, centralize your power, and then from here, the central portion, or the core of your body is collected the energy, then you push from the back here, and your legs, all the way up from here. Very slight, but push him away, and he's stumbling away, and you grab him. Before you come down, grab him, and you've got him, you can kick him, you can do whatever you want with him, pull him away. Anyway, that's some of the things, to imagery in your mind as to where your hand should be and why they should be that way. And we just use it for our exercise. Golden Kakwa. Step out, hold your ball. Step out, turn and up vertical, finish with the waist. Okay, sit back, hold your ball, out, turn a little bit, drop your shoulder, elbow, turn, and push, right?
How do you needle to the bottom of the sea? I noticed Ken goes at an angle where I think, if I remember correctly, I was coming up higher and then coming down, okay? So weight always on the back, lift that other foot, the insubstantial, come up, raise your flex knee, raise that front foot, touch, extend, extend, touch. As you reposition into a bow stance, your hands also come out this way, okay? And remember now, can you see where my hands, the elevation of my hand? The front hand, I should be able to see it at eye level. I shouldn't be able to see it down below, so I have to dip my chin. So eye level, and the other guy is, the back hand is usually higher than the front hand, comes out the same. So needle at the bottom of the C. One hand, two hands, then my foot out, stretch out. Okay? Sit back, lower, pivot, up, down, deflect out, touch. Okay? Left foot on a point, weight on the back. Remember, he said you're going to sweep the guy away, so the left hand comes across your hips and waist like this, and it also gives us support when we finally go down. And whether your hand, it's almost like a mitten hand, yeah, mitten fingers, come up, down, up, one hand, join it by the hand, join it by the foot, touch, extend the knee, start in the middle, flash arms like a fan. So in this stance now, if you were to drag that back foot, the front foot back, you should have a span because you surely are on a bow stance. Okay, make sure, and remember that's one of the things I think I talked about in non-instructional on Monday. Everybody's getting sloppy and they're coming out just at their convenience. Whereas we were taught, you have to come out into the side so that you do have out into the side so that you have a better gap. If you come out into the side, then your power and your energy can safely move to a bow stance. If you have only a small gap, hey, that power and energy that you stored up has no way of shifting safely this way. It's too small, too cramped. I'm mainly looking for my hips and waist, but also that parallel hand.
Oh, I found something that's helpful to me in terms of helping me maintain stability and give me some time to get my body where I want it to be. And this is in brush knee as well as in deflect parry and punch. It's the vertical movement of hands to help you maintain your stability in one position. And let me just show you, okay? What happens is you're here, you bring both hands out. And this, at the same time, you're moving your center of gravity and increasing your substantial posture to the right in this case. But the hands help you, okay? And then when I'm here, I use this vertical up and down. So the hands are not, as when we first taught, get it hands to the ear. It's a spiral that's coming, and then it's here. I do this, and I can spend not quite a lifetime, but a long time in a single position because I've already arranged here, and this just adds to it. Come, bring it to the center, bring it to the center, and then when I want to step out here, I'm at a very stable position. Arms, hands, legs, dantin, everybody's together. And I just sit down a little bit, and I drop my knee, or I drop my heel, okay? From here, come back. Then, at your leisure, transfer your energy. Same thing with if you're doing the deflect, parry, and punch, at least from the 24. You come in here, this hand is up high. Vertical allows me to get into here, so I can take my time. Use my from here, use my rotation. And I maintain my stability, drop my hand at my leisure.
Lots to learn. Don't pressure out, but do be aware that there is changes for improvement in everybody, okay? And we'll just tackle it as it comes. Good job. Okay, see you next time.
Thank you.